So this is a little segment I'm doing about my personal opinion. I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be an expert. What I think does not apply to everybody. What everybody does doesn't apply to me. So if you don't like it, don't watch it. If you do like it, try it yourself. It's kind of dog training, dog behavior, dog anything. Just dog. Today I'm going to talk about some training tools that people use. Part 1, Part 2. Bark collar, shock collar, remote trainer, torture device for some people. Whatever you want to call it. This is what I'm going to talk about today. I personally am not a fan of the bark collars that don't come with the remote, because then you're not in control of what's going on with your dog. Which, what good is that for training? Great. You can get your dog to be quiet by shocking the crap out of it. Good luck with that. Personally, I like the remote. This one I have, $100, $120. I got mine at Academy. It's a Pet Pals. I like it because it's got easy to find batteries. I'm not going to take this part because it's pain. But it just screws out, and it's just a 6-volt battery. This is just a regular 9-volt battery. 2 of these, like $8. And they last a couple weeks if you have them on all the time. I try to cut mine off or turn mine off usually when I leave the house or at night, just for safety reasons if it ever malfunctioned or anything like that. Reason I like this one, it has 13 different settings that you can have it on. Big fan of the warning. Here, I'll turn it on and you can hear it. Warning button doesn't do anything but warn, as you can see. Just a beep. And then there's the shock. And this one, the longer you hold it down, the longer it's going to keep correcting your dog. The way that I like to do it is go and start it on the lowest setting, on 1. When you put it on your dog, you can see how that's set to the 1, maybe. And then when they do something wrong and you want to correct them, hit the beep first. If that doesn't work, hit the button. Just do it once, quick. If they don't react, try it again. A little bit longer. If that doesn't work, move it up a setting. And try it again. And eventually you'll reach the spot where you're going to find out what your dog needs to realize that they're being corrected. Some dogs need more, some dogs need less. I've heard about dogs that get burns, or these things get embedded in their skin, which I don't know what you're doing wrong if that's happening with your dog, but these are not sharp. They're rounded edges. If they are embedding into the skin of your dog, you are doing something wrong, and you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're giving a device that, personally, I recommend for some dogs, a really bad name. So anyways, the different levels of correction, like I said, you've got 1, you start on the 1, and then it goes all the way to like 13, 14. M, the little M button that it has on here, let me go back to it. It's like a battery saving mode. So if you're not really using it, but you want to leave it on, and don't want to take it off and turn it off, put it on M, battery saving. The way it turns on and off, you've got a little red button right there, or a red dot. And then if you look, there's a very dull red button right there. You can kind of see it. You put them together. See if I can do this where you can see it. and you hold it until the light goes off. Okay, now it's off. Turn it on, do the same thing. And now it's going to keep continuously flashing red. Yeah. When it starts to flash really fast, you kind of know your battery's kind of getting low. Or your dog will just stop reacting when you're telling him to do something wrong. What I like is once I figure out the correct level for my dog, I don't have to actually correct him anymore. I hit the warning button and he knows that he's doing something wrong. So you don't actually have to correct your dog that much once they learn what's what. The right way to put it on. It's got adjusting settings here. This one's kind of a pain to adjust. It doesn't like to stretch out, but that's good because it's not going to just loosen up on your dog. It should go. Copper. Come here. Here. Come on. Up here. Here. Okay. On your dog, it should go up around the back of their neck here. Here. Up around the back of their neck right here. Not way down here or way down here. With him, he's got a huge voice box right here. So it's hard to keep it up here without it kind of pushing on that. So I do put it a little bit lower. But then I just had to have the intensity level a little bit higher. Depending on how much hair your dog has, how much wrinkles or neck folds or whatever might depend on how you put it on. But it's supposed to be up right around the back of the neck, where the back of their skull meets. And then the actual prongs will go right underneath their neck. Not up here or over here, under their ears. And it might move over time, but that's how it's supposed to be. Did I turn mine on? Yes. I actually have not tried this one before, but we will see, because I always like to tell people it's not that bad. On people, obviously, you're going to be a lot more sensitive than a dog. You don't have fur to protect your skin, or anything like that. So, as you can see, it's on. I'm not faking it. So, all of you people that think this is some terrible torture device. Alright, let's make sure I set it on 1. This is where I'm saying you should start all your dogs off on. I don't feel anything. Put it on a little tighter. Sorry, I should have had it all adjusted before doing all of this, but so obviously the 1, not very strong. I can't feel it. Okay. I know you see people putting these on the internet with their college buddies getting drunk, and they put them on their neck, and it's just stupid. It doesn't hardly relate to a dog at all. It's going to be a really soft place on your skin, a really thin spot. It's going to hurt. I personally would not test it out on your neck unless you really want to. Okay, let's see. Alright, on the 1. See, it's on. It's working. It's not. Okay, so that's a 1. If you have a little dog, start your dog there. Here's a 2. Not that bad. Let's turn it up a couple. Okay, here's where we have it now. Okay, not intended to be painful. It's intended to be surprising. It's intended to correct. It's a lot better for your dog if you can instantly correct something they're doing wrong and not racing over and trying to make sure they know exactly what they were doing when they were doing it wrong. Okay. I feel it a little bit. Not that bad. As you can see, it's working. Not that bad. Alright, that's on like a 5 or a 6. So, yeah, 5 or 6. Still does not hurt. Okay? Try it yourself at home. Don't be a big wuss. Not a big deal. If you're worried about it, try it on yourself before you try it on your dog. You'll realize it's not painful. It's just a correction. It's something a dog's not used to. It's uncomfortable. Not a big deal. And again, it's going to be a lot. They're going to need a lot more on a dog because they don't have, they've got fur and they've got thick skin, and dogs are pretty tough. So, and this is on me, on my arm. So, if you hold down the continuous button here, it'll continue to shock you. The intensity doesn't go up, doesn't hurt worse. Okay? So anyways, I could keep going up. Okay. 9. Okay? Set on the 9. Doesn't hurt. Yes, it shocks more. The feeling is stronger, but it's not painful. You're not being electrocuted. Okay, there's a 9. Okay, we'll keep going up. Okay. Not a big deal. All the way to 13. Okay? Does it hurt? No. Can I feel it? Yes. Is it like enjoyable? No, it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to say, no, don't do that. So, don't do that. Okay? And now you can see I had it on pretty tightly. So you know it wasn't not doing anything. That's how tightly I had it on. Okay? And it did not hurt. If you kept doing that to me and I was doing something, I would probably stop doing that because it's not something I'm going to do just for the fun of it. Now I'm going to turn it off. Okay? Watch it for a minute to make sure it's actually stopped beeping. Because sometimes it won't do it. So anyway, next time I'll show you how to work it on your dog. But there, for the people that think it's a horrible torture device, I turned it all the way up. It's not painful. Try it yourself. Until next time.